Hi, this is Ivey, the fulfillment artist, and in this video you're going to learn everything about the Wim Hof method, and you're going to see my experiment in the mountains in Italy. Okay, so before I let you see the experiment, I need to tell you a little bit about what's going on. So I decided to do this 10-week training, which is an online training and you watch all the videos, by a man called Wim Hof. So Wim Hof is this Dutchman that has over 20 world records for different cold exposure and basically controlling his immune system in circumstances that we previously thought were impossible. So he's climbed Everest in shorts, he's run a marathon in the desert without water, he's run a marathon on ice without water. I mean, he's done some crazy cool stuff. And the reason that I wanted to take the training was because I was having some pain in my body and pain in my neck, and I didn't really understand how to boost my immune system. And I wanted to do something to push myself to the limit. So I thought that I'd give it a go. And after completing the 10 weeks, I did this experiment in Italy that I'll show you shortly. But firstly, let me explain that there's 3 pillars to his method. So the first part is breathing. So he has different breathing exercises, and basically it's called tumo, which is igniting your inner fire. So this means that you breathe in deeply, and then you breathe out, so it's like, and you do that around 30 times, then you breathe in. And this starts to control basically your blood flow, and you can focus on different things, and it allows you to heal different parts of your body. It's really, really fascinating stuff. The second pillar is focus and commitment. So this is basically, in essence, saying you can go to the gym once, but you're not going to see any changes. You need to be committed to it. And the third one is cold exposure. So this is ice baths, this is up in the mountains, and this is cold showers. And this cold exposure helps you have, healthy veins. I mean, there's loads of benefits. I'm not going to list them now, but in essence, it's incredibly powerful for your immune system, your energy, and your health. So without further ado, let's take you to the experiment. Welcome to my Iceman training. So I've actually done 10 weeks of Iceman training, and to finish off, I wanted for the beginning of the new year to start off with some Iceman training here in beautiful Italy. So there we are. So I decided that I was going to speed this up, otherwise you're going to watch about 4 or 5 minutes of just me breathing. So I'm about halfway through my breathing sets. And right now, my internal body temperature is fine. The only things that are cold are my toes and my feet. So in the next 2 sets, I'm going to focus on my energy, my focus onto my feet to see if they warm up. What I want you guys to remember is that you want to do 4 sets to make it really, really effective. So if you're going to practice this yourself, make sure to do all 4. So now my body temperature is actually not very cold. The only thing that are cold are the very tips of my fingers, my thumbs, and actually a little bit of my toes, but nowhere near before. So I also wanted to include one of the yoga poses that I did on the ice, because it's just really funny, and I think you will enjoy it. Come on! Yes! That's Iceman training! Woo! Looking back, what did I learn overall from this method? So I actually started the method when I was in China, and then I was finishing off the 10 weeks when I was in LA. So the issue that I faced was I was attempting to do this cold exposure, wanting to go out in the cold, but I was in Los Angeles and it was boiling hot. So I lost a little bit of momentum towards the very end in week 9, week 10. But what I did is I picked that back up when I got back to England, because I knew that I was going to be going to Italy, and I wanted to do the experiment there. So overall, you've got to be consistent with it, because if you're not, then it's not going to work. So let me tell you my favorite parts. The first thing is I think the breathing is fascinating. So even if you don't do the full 10 weeks, give the breathing a go. So in essence, do 4 sets of breathing of 30 times. So you're going to go do that 30 times. And then on the last one, hold your breath and just time to see how long you can hold it for. And then repeat and do it again. And on the last set, when you breathe in out, so breathe in fully, then breathe out, you're going to do as many press ups as you can and then sit back. And that was my second favorite bit. Doing the press ups was so cool because in the experiment, he says, okay, how many press ups can you do? So you do your press ups and let's say you do 30. And then when you do the breathing and you do the press ups, you can then do 40. So that was really, really cool. And that's something that I'm going to be doing consistently, probably about 3 or 4 times a week. I'm not going to do it every day because, you know, I go to the gym, I do some other stuff. But I want to definitely keep it as a consistent practice because I can definitely see the benefits. The next thing is you do lots of yoga practice, yoga like poses. And I've found that really helpful to stretch my body and to actually heal different areas that were really, really tight. So I can almost do the splits now, which is just ridiculous. And I'm so much more flexible than I was. And it's really nice because I feel much more mobile, if that makes sense. Previously, I was more stiff. And now it seems that I have a much more mobile body, which is amazing because, you know, this is only a 10-week program. The cold exposure was another one of my favorites. The cold exposure was just cool. Like being able to stand in a shower, put it on freezing cold, and then after about 30 seconds, you don't feel the cold anymore. And that's just fascinating. Like, that's really interesting. To be able to immerse your body to the state where you no longer feel the cold, that's something you should definitely do. So overall, the experiment was definitely a success. It was brilliant, and I think I'll take you back to Italy to finish up.
Being an Iceman means that you are building up your immune system and creating something that's truly powerful. That means that in a place like this where you've generally got snow, that you can control your internal body temperature. This was a fascinating experiment. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, then please hit the like button below and leave a comment if you have any questions or just to let me know what you thought of the video. If you want to watch more videos like this, then make sure to subscribe now so you can learn how to live a truly fulfilled life.